Hello dear students. In the last lecture we have discussed the arc of the circle method to draw an ellipse. Today we are going to start with concentric circle method to draw an ellipse. So the question is like this: construct an ellipse with concentric circle method having length of major axis equal to 140 mm and length of minor axis is equal to 100 mm. So first of all, draw major axis having length 140 mm, AB 140, and minor axis perpendicular to the major axis 100 mm. So after drawing major axis and minor axis, draw concentric circles. Here we have to draw the ellipse by concentric circle method, so we have to draw the concentric circles. The meaning of concentric circle is circles having same center. So first of all, draw first circle having radius is equal to half of the major axis, it is equal to O to A. Draw first circle having radius equal to O to A. Thereafter draw another circle having radius is equal to half of the minor axis is equal to O to C or O to D. So after drawing the circles, divide the circle into 12 equal parts. Divide the circles into 12 equal parts. So to divide the circle into 12 equal parts, measure the radius of the smaller circle, give an arc on the smaller circle from 4 points, 1 point from here, second from here at D, give an arc on the circle. The radius of the arc is equals to the radius of the smaller circle. Now using these points, divide the outside circle into 12 equal parts also. Like this. Join the opposite points and extend the line up to the greater circle. It will divide the outside circle into 12 equal parts also. So after dividing the circle, mark the points of the division of the circle on the inner circle and outer circle. On the outer circle, mark the points, and on the inner circle, mark the points. Now from the points of the outside circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, draw lines parallel to minor axis. Draw lines parallel to minor axis. From the points of the outside circle, draw lines parallel to minor axis. Draw lines parallel to minor axis. Now from the points of the inside circle, draw lines parallel to major axis. These horizontal lines which are parallel to the major axis will intersect the lines which are parallel to the minor axis that we have drawn from the outside circle. So mark the intersection points of these horizontal lines and vertical lines. Mark the intersection points of the vertical lines and horizontal lines. Vertical lines, horizontal lines. Make sure that the vertical lines are drawn from the points of the outside circle and the horizontal lines are drawn from the points of the inside circle. Vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Mark the intersection points. So after marking the intersection points, give the name of these points P1, P2, P3, P4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and draw the freehand curve passing through these points A, P1, P2, C, P3, P4, B, P5, P6, D, P7, P8. Draw the freehand curve passing through these points. That curve will be an ellipse. That curve will be an ellipse. So draw the freehand curve passing through these points. It gives us an ellipse. With concentric circle method, so this will be an ellipse with concentric circle method. Now let us discuss next method to draw an ellipse, which is oblong or rectangle method. Here is the question: construct an ellipse with oblong or rectangle method having major axis 140, minor axis 100 mm. So AB is the major axis 140, minor axis CD 100 mm. So it is the rectangle method. So we have to draw a rectangle passing through A, C, B and D. So for that we have to draw lines parallel to minor axis from A and B, parallel to minor axis from A and B. We have to draw lines parallel to minor axis from A and B, and thereafter we have to draw lines parallel to major axis from C and D. So like this, we have to draw a rectangle passing through A, B, C and D. So first of all, draw the rectangle. Now after drawing the rectangle, let us divide this line into equal number of division. Let us give the name of this line as A1. So divide this line A1 into equal number of division. Here we are going to divide this line by using the inclined line method. So if you want to divide this line into equal number of division, first of all decide the number of divisions. So let us divide this line into 3 equal number of divisions. So for that, draw an inclined line from A1, mark units of equal length or 3 units of equal length, because we are going to divide this line into 3 equal parts. Now connect the last point 1 to third point to the another end of this line. Now draw lines parallel to this line passing from these particular points. We'll divide this line into 3 equal divisions. Make sure that we have to divide this line into 3 equal divisions. Now as we have divided this line into 3 equal divisions, also we have to divide this line AO into 3 equal divisions. So for that, place your roller scale on the diagonal of this rectangle. It is at A1O, and roll your roller scale like this from this point. Mark this point over here, second point mark over here. It will divide this line into 3 equal parts also. Likewise, same, divide this line into 3 equal number of division and divide this line into equal number of division by using the same method, or you can measure a unit from here and you can give an arc over here to divide this line into 3 equal number of division. So now divide this line and this line into equal divisions. You can use same method. So after dividing this line and this line into 3 equal divisions. Give the numbering 0 1 2 3. Over here 0 1 2 3. Same here 0 1 2 3. So starting from the center 0 1 2 3. After dividing the line, join this 1 2 3 to point C. 1 2 3. Join this 1 2 3 to point D and extend this line up to the line up to the intersection point of the line C1. D2. Extend this line up to the line of intersection to find the intersection at line C2. Same over here. So now mark the intersection point of D1 to C1 as P2, D2 C2 as P1. Over here D1 C1 intersection point is P3, C2 D2 intersection point is P4. Now draw the freehand curve passing through these points will be an ellipse. So now draw the freehand curve passing through these points P1, P2, C, P3, P4, now apply the same method to draw the ellipse in the second half, or you can also follow this particular method. For that you have to draw lines parallel to the minor axis from P2, P1, P3 and P4. Now you can mark the points measuring it from A to P1. Measure A to P1, give an arc on this particular line. Measure A to P2, give an arc on this particular line. Same over here. Measure B to P3, give an arc over here. Measure B to P4, give an arc over here. Mark these points and draw the freehand curve passing through these points. So this will be the complete ellipse by using the oblong or rectangle method. P5, P6, P7, P8. So this is the oblong or rectangle method to draw an ellipse. Now next method, ellipse in parallelogram. Here is the question: construct an ellipse in a parallelogram having sides 120 mm and 80 mm. Take included angle of parallelogram as 120 degree. So AB is equal to 120, CD is 80, but we have to draw CD line at an angle of 120 degree. Here make sure that AB and CD are not the major axis and minor axis. So first of all draw AB and CD at an angle of 120 degree. Then after construct a parallelogram passing through these points A, D, B and C. For that we have to draw lines parallel to AB from C and D, and we have to draw lines parallel to CD from B and A. Then after follow the same method that we have followed in the oblong or rectangle method. Divide this length into 3 equal parts. You can also divide this line into 4 or 5 equal parts. For that you have to take 5 units over here or 4 units over here. If you want to divide this line into 4 equal parts, take 4 units over here. Okay, but here we have divided this length into 3 equal parts. So here we have taken 3 units. Join this line over here. Draw lines parallel to this line passing from this point and this point, it will intersect at this point at 1 and 2 and divide this line into 3 equal parts. Same over here, divide this length into 3 equal parts. Now also divide this length into 3 equal parts. For that, join this diagonal and roll your roller scale parallel to this diagonal from 1 2. It will divide this line into 3 equal parts. Give the numbering like this: 0 1 2, and follow the same method that we have followed in the rectangle method. P1, P2, P3, P4, and draw the freehand curve passing through this point: P1, P2, C, P3, P4. Now follow this same method to draw an ellipse in the second half, or you can follow this particular method also. For that, what we have to do? We have to draw lines parallel to lines CD from P1, P2, P3, P4. But now here, as we have measured A to P1, don't give an arc like this. Measure this distance A to P1 and give an arc over here from B to here, A to P2. Measure here, give an arc from B over here. Same B to P4, but give an arc from A over here. B to P3, give an arc from A over here, and draw the curve passing through these points will be an ellipse in the parallelogram. So this is an ellipse in the parallelogram. Now we have explained that AB and CD are not the major axis and minor axis. So if you want to find out the major axis and minor axis, what we have to do? So let us find the major axis and minor axis. For that, measure O to C on the rounder and give an arc on the ellipse like this. It will cut the ellipse at this particular point. Give the name of this point as C1. Join these points C and C1. What we have done? We have measured O to C, give an arc over on the curve over here, mark this point at C1, join CC1. Now draw a line parallel to CC1 passing from O. So this will be the minor axis of an ellipse, and a line perpendicular to the minor axis, perpendicular. So make 90 degree and draw the line perpendicular to the minor axis will be the major axis. So this is all about the ellipse in the parallelogram. Now here we have presented one practice problem for you, in which the data is like this: 2 points A and B are 100 mm apart. Third point C is 75 mm from A and 50 mm from B. Draw ellipse passing through A, B and C. So let us start this problem. So first of all, we have to mark AB having length AB are 100 mm, AB at 100 mm. Then the third point is 75 mm from A. So measure 75 mm on the rounder and give an arc over here. And it is 50 mm from B. So measure 50 mm from B and give an arc like this. So this will be our point C. We have to draw an ellipse passing through A, C and B. Now join this point C to O and extend this line. Mark another point D on this line which have the same distance as O to C. So measure O to C, give an arc, mark the point D. Now here the data is same as the data of parallelogram CDAB. So now you can draw an ellipse by drawing the parallelogram. So here is the example of ellipse in parallelogram. So practice this sum. Thank you.